increased our intensity as far as our workload and our work habits. I like our team. We're seeing a lot of potential. We have quite a few new guys, so we started a little earlier than we normally do. But I think there's some talent in our class, so we're trying to mold and shape that talent into a winning basketball team. I think kind of in the back of most of our returners' mind is that 7-23 mark that we achieved last year. From first to worst was not exactly how we had envisioned it, but at this point we're saying, hey, we can go worst to first, so that's going to be a tough job too. But I like our leadership. The coaches have worked hard, and the players have worked hard. They're buying into it. I think we have to be a better team defensively than we were a year ago for us to have a chance to compete. Well, we returned 2 of our 3 leading scorers from last year will be seniors this year. Nick Yoakum at a guard spot and led us in scoring 15.2, was second team all-conference performer. Rich Chapman was an all-conference second teamer 2 years ago, his sophomore year, and last year just didn't have a very good junior season. But I expect him to kind of pick that back up. We expect him to do that. And then Scotty Blakesley is a senior, and he has suffered a concussion and is still not back to practice with us yet. So 2 out of the 3, but those guys are solid, and we hope that Scotty's able to return. But we can't rush an injury like that. So that's kind of where we're at. We had trouble getting stops last year. We scored more points than we did a year ago. When we won the regular season, we averaged more points per game than we did that season. But defensively, we gave up about 9 or 10 more points than we'd given up the year before. So no question, our transition defense, our defense on the ball has to improve. And one of the things that remains to be a question mark for us is, are we going to get any rebounds? Hopefully we're not just taking them out of the net. I'd just soon have a few loose balls we can maybe dive on. But that's the biggest deals at the defensive end. You better play every night because for us, for example, last year we didn't have a very good conference season, but the last week of the regular season we hosted Mid-America Nazarene, beat them by 24. They ended up in the Fab Four of the national tournament. So some things don't really match. But if you're not ready to play when it's game time, you're going to take a knot right on the head. I think probably the top, at least on paper, from looking at the preseason stuff, I would have to rate Mid-America and William Penn right up at the top. Probably Peru State, even though they've got a lot of new faces. Coach Behrens does a great job, and they're very talented as well. Central Methodist, I think, is going to make a real bid for one of those top 5 spots, and from there, your guess is as good as mine, because really from top to bottom, I think that's the biggest deal last year was the league improved so much from the 6th spot to the 12th spot. You weren't guaranteed to win any night, and it hadn't always been that way. But I think that's a sure sign that our conference has really developed. The reputation nationally. We're getting a lot of respect because our teams are good, and there's a lot of good coaches in the league. So that's what we get to look forward to 26 times.